But they're doing those special effect movies because they're concept. And even if they fail, they did a concept. So nobody can blame them. They're not taking a risk like we took to do Barfly, to do Laugh Stream, and even to do a small budget of Chuck Norris or Bronson, or to do the Ninja. Menachem saw the karate movie that came from Hong Kong, and he said, what can we do that the American audience and the European audience will like? And he looks in the encyclopedia and he saw Ninja. In 1 month, Menachem was in Philippines and he shot, and the first American ninja.
There had been no
movie
American movie about ninja before you invented this?
No, absolutely not. And we did it for 1.25 million, and the movie made more than 50 million. So it gave us enough money to give to John Cassavetes to do Laugh Stream, to Zeffirelli to do Othello, to Godard to do King Lear. So we had the mix. I think that this is the unique of Canon and Golan and Globus that does not exist today.
You have to love this business. You don't love it, forget it. Don't be here. Go another place.
And you think people today in Hollywood don't love it no more as much?
It's not that they don't love it.
Not for the good reasons, maybe?
Movie business is not a job. Movie business, you should do it with love, with dignity, you should respect. It's very difficult because you're building a factory in a few weeks, in 8 weeks or 10 weeks or 12 weeks, like people are building factories in a few years. That's how you do movies. So if you not do it with love and not with like being automatic thing, you cannot do it. The old generation knows and grew with us, and they have the nostalgic. The young generation, like you, grew on our videos, on our DVDs. So we have everybody. There is no place in the world. And then, not only the DVD and the video, also there is no one country in the world that Golan or Globus movie, in every country you see every day on television. So also the young generation is familiar with us. This is the beautiful thing. Because at that time in Israel, we left Israel as a huge company, very successful, but it was a currency restriction at that time, and you couldn't take out more than $500 per person. And so we had $1,000. And we went to Canon, and we said it was belongs to two guys from Wall Street, one Jewish, one Gentile, and they didn't understand that there is a different world outside America, bigger than America, that you can make money. They had a library of 60 movies, and the father of the Jewish guy was a tailor, and he sent him to sell movies in Cannes. Of course, he never sold nothing. And Menachem and me, we said to him, give us the library, we'll print brochures, we'll go to Cannes. If we sell for $2 million, you give us commission $500,000, we leave the money in the company, we take 51% and we control the company. He laughed, he said, ho, 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 go, he didn't believe nothing, they didn't believe. We printed brochures, we came to Cannes, we put the brochures on the cars, on the Croisette, we didn't have alone. We took a table in the Martinez and we started to locate distributors, and within 10 days we sold for $2.5 million. That's how we acquired Canon. The best memory, I think, that we came to Cannes, and we in the 60s, and we decided that Cannes is our holy place, the holy place for the filmmakers. And I'm happy that we were right in our decision, because we started by selling in Cannes in the 60s Israeli picture, black and white, in Hebrew speaking. So we were right, because after Canon and all of that, and we came from nothing, and we became in cans that we used to sell for hundreds of millions of dollars every festival. The worst memory? Some pictures that, I think we should have worked more, consider more, some business decisions that we should have considered more, but
like we had the film opening the festival in Montreal called The Apple. And as the film began, half of the audience start to go home, say boo, boo, and they go home. So I said to Yoram, I'm going to the toilet. It's my movie, I directed it, it's breaking my heart. So I go, and then I live in the hotel nearby, 8th floor. So I come to the 8th floor with a decision to jump. I wanted to kill myself, but he came and he said, Menachem, there is always another film. And he saved me. And that's what happened.
But I will tell you the background. In the late 70s, early 80s, we did The Apple, which Menachem wrote. It's a futuristic musical, high-tech, which we loved it very, very much. And we brought it opened the Montreal Film Festival. And what Menachem said, in the opening, people boo, left the hall, and it was a flop. He wants to commit suicide, and I told him, there is always another movie. Which he agreed with me after convincing him. 2 years ago, we were honored by the Lincoln Center, the Cinematheque, a week for our movies. People from all around the world came, they screened action picture and artistic picture. And I see in the program, The Apple, 12 o'clock midnight. I said, what, are you crazy? This picture is one of our biggest flop. One of our biggest flop. How come? He said, you don't understand. The picture became a cult like Rocky Horror Show. 12 o'clock came, the auditorium is full of people, are dressed, with candle, with rice, with everything. And they cheers and they know the picture by heart.
Golan for me was a cinema maker, movie maker. And for this, I always admired him. And Coppola was working with him. But the money that Golan wanted to give me to make a film, Coppola stole from me. He took it. And he did his first movie in Ireland. It's called, the name of the movie?
Dementia 13?
Dementia 13. Yeah. Look, I cannot claim that I'm Coppola or I'm near Coppola. Coppola is the greatest. For me, number one in the world. You understand? And I can only appreciate him. And Roger Corman is the teacher of all of us. Jack Nicholson, the student of Coppola. And Coppola is the student of Corman.
And he had the same policy for making films, which was not spending too much money. And if you have, that's something that you say in the documentary. If I had $30 million,
I would do 30 movies. Of course.
He was a great person, first of all, a great director, and we had a fantastic time with him. Fun and happiness, and of course we let him freedom as much as he wants. When we signed with him on Love Stream, he told me, Golan and myself,
why are you putting money? Nobody will come to see the movie. Why are you putting money? He was so honest. He was so, I said, because we love you and we know that you will do a good picture. He showed us the first cut. It was 2 hours and 15 minutes. And of course he had the final cut. We gave him the freedom. But the movie was so good that Golan and myself, we told him, cut 15 minutes and it can be a commercial movie that will break records. He said, okay. We come the next week to see the next run. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes. He punished us for asking him to cut 15 minutes. Of course, we got it with love, and the picture won the Golden Bear in Berlin, as you know, and the picture was a very artistic success. Also in France, as you know. So he was really a good guy.
How did it start? Did he came to see you to ask you to produce his film, or is it you that offered him?
No, it's a mutual. I mean, he had the idea, he had the script, he said, I'm going to shoot it in my home, so we don't spend money. Helped me to finance it, and that's how it happened. And
he heard that we are giving freedom to the directors, which Hollywood did not give freedom to directors, as you know. And it's via the agent we got together. And immediately it was a love affair. You know, Zeffirelli wrote a book, and in the book there is a chapter about Golan and Globus. And he brave about us. The freedom we gave him, the love to the cinema. And that's what's missing today in the world. Guy is a genius, no question. And even the biggest genius does some fantastic movies and less fantastic. Unfortunately, our movies that he did for us was less fantastic, but we accepted it. The guy, you know, we decided to work with Godard, and we don't regret it.
What happened exactly when you met him?
Menachem met him on the terrace of the Carlton, and within 1 hour he signed with him on a napkin an agreement. We gave him $1.5 million, and he gave us a movie, King Lear.
And when did it went a little better with him? When you saw the film and you were not happy with it?
It's not happy. I say, the guy is a very talented guy, and he's one of the genius directors that exist in the world. And every genius has better days and less better days. We were in the less better days, that's all.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that in his film he was sort of making fun of American producers. Look, in some way making fun about you, who gave him money.
So
I don't know, so what was your, I mean, it might not be easy to work with a director that in the end...
No, we don't regret, we did the movie, we sold the movie was not so expensive, so I don't think we lost money on it. To the next one. Tarantino is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
We distribute Universal in Israel, and he came to the opening, he chose to come to Israel for the opening of Inglourious Bastard. And Universal told me to treat him nicely, he's an important director, of course. And of course I took him to a dinner when he came with all of our executive. And I said, thank you, Mr. Tarantino, for coming to Israel. We like your movies, we enjoy. And suddenly he says, stop! I should thank you. I should thank Golan. I grew on your picture. When I was a student, I was working in a video shops, and I know all your picture by heart. I have every picture in my library at home. It's true what I'm telling you, you know, it's and he said that he is inspired by our movies. And he's a great director, there's no question about it. I love him. But I was surprised to hear that. you know. And his producer is talking in our movie. And he is saying how much is the influence of our picture came to everybody.
You know that when you ask Konchalovsky why you are not, why did you leave America? Why did you go back to Russia? He says because Golan and Globus do not exist anymore in Hollywood.
Left America. Because they left America, I have nothing to do. Because he did with us beautiful pictures. He did like 5 pictures. And then when we left, he did for a major. And unfortunately, he failed because they controlled him and didn't let him do what he wanted. And then he decided to leave. And the interview he gave in our movie, he was asked, why did you leave America? He said, because there is no Golan and Globus anymore in America.